What if I told you that something as simple as walking, not lifting weights, not running marathons, could literally rebuild your brain, burn stubborn fat, and add years to your life, all without a single gym membership? We've all heard walk 10,000 steps a day, but here's the shocking truth. That number wasn't invented by scientists. It was a 1960s marketing slogan from a Japanese pedometer company. So how did a marketing trick turn into one of the most powerful longevity habits ever proven by science? Because when you start walking 10,000 steps every day, your body doesn't just get fitter. Your brain chemistry, heart, and even your cells begin to transform in ways you can actually feel within weeks. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what happens, step by step, when you walk 10,000 steps every single day. And trust me, it's way more powerful than you think. Let's start with the obvious. Walking 10,000 steps a day looks simple, but under the hood, it's one of the most powerful full-body workouts that doesn't feel like a workout. You're not just moving your legs, you're improving your heart, lungs, metabolism, joints, and even your immune system all at once. When you walk at a brisk pace, your heart rate gently rises. Not enough to exhaust you, but enough to make your heart stronger over time. Studies show that walking 30 to 60 minutes a day can lower your risk of heart disease by up to 30%. It improves circulation, keeps your arteries flexible, and helps your body regulate blood pressure naturally. Think of it as an oil change for your heart. Every step flushes out the gunk that builds up from stress and poor habits. Here's where it gets interesting. Most people think you need to sprint or lift heavy to burn fat, but low-intensity movement like walking burns a higher percentage of fat as fuel. Your body taps into stored fat reserves because it's working steadily, not frantically. That's why people who walk daily often notice their waistline shrinking without changing much else. Ever felt sleepy after a heavy meal? That's your blood sugar spiking. A short 15 to 20-minute walk after eating can flatten that spike by 30%, helping your body process glucose more efficiently. For people at risk of diabetes, this single habit can literally delay or prevent its onset. And while it may not look intense, walking strengthens your calves, quads, hamstrings, and glutes, the foundation of your body's movement. It lubricates your joints by increasing the flow of synovial fluid, the body's natural joint oil. That's why people with arthritis or knee pain often feel better after regular walk, not worse. There's another bonus most people don't realize. Walking improves bone density. Every step sends a mild shock through your skeleton, signaling your body to reinforce bone tissue. Over time, this can lower your risk of osteoporosis, especially in older adults. Plus, walking with good posture activates your core and back muscles, which reduces back pain from sitting all day. So yeah, walking might look boring on the surface, but in just a few weeks, your blood pressure drops, your energy rises, and your body quietly rebuilds itself from the ground up. And we haven't even talked about the mental transformations yet, which might be the most life-changing part of all. Here's the crazy part. The biggest benefits of walking don't even happen in your muscles. They happen in your mind. Because every step you take doesn't just move your body forward, it pulls your brain out of chaos. When you walk, your brain releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that act like natural antidepressants. Your cortisol, the stress hormone, drops. That's why so many people say walking clears their head. It literally does. A Stanford study found that walking outdoors can cut anxiety and stress levels by up to 40%. That's stronger than most over-the-counter mood boosters. But that's not all. Walking also boosts creativity. Researchers found that people generate twice as many creative ideas while walking compared to sitting. That's why some of history's greatest minds, from Steve Jobs to Charles Darwin, used daily walks to think through their biggest ideas. When you move your body, your brain starts to flow. Thoughts untangle. Problems start to make sense. And if you struggle with depression or burnout, walking can literally rewire your brain. Regular walking increases the size of your hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and emotional balance. That means walking can help fight off not only sadness, but also brain fog, forgetfulness, and emotional fatigue. Ever noticed how much better you sleep after a long walk? That's because walking resets your circadian rhythm, your body's natural clock. Morning or afternoon walks expose you to sunlight, boosting serotonin during the day and melatonin at night. means you fall asleep faster and wake up with actual energy instead of caffeine dependence. And something subtle happens after a few weeks. Your confidence rises. Every time you hit your daily steps, your brain rewards you with a tiny dose of dopamine. That small win compounds into motivation. Suddenly, you're not just walking, you're winning every single day. So while your body gets leaner, your mind gets lighter. But there's one more transformation walking creates. One that's invisible, yet completely changes how long and how well you live. Here's where it gets wild. Those 10,000 steps a day aren't just burning calories. They're literally reprogramming your body to live long, not in some vague, healthier lifestyle way, but on a cellular level. Every step activates something called AMPK, your body's longevity switch. It tells your cells, hey, start repairing yourself. Your mitochondria, those tiny power plants inside your cells, become more efficient. Your body reduces chronic inflammation, which scientists say is one of the main causes of aging and disease. That's why people who walk daily have a 50% lower risk of dying from cardiovascular diseases compared to those who sit most of the day. Walking also lowers your metabolic age. That means your body starts acting younger than your actual age. Blood sugar levels stabilize, insulin sensitivity improves, and your cholesterol starts to rebalance. You're not just preventing heart disease or diabetes, you're reversing some of the silent damage that's already happened from years of sitting. But here's the real magic. It's sustainable. You don't need a gym membership, supplements, or fancy gear. You just need shoes, time, and consistency. 10,000 steps can be spread throughout your day. Walking to work, pacing during calls, evening strolls. It all adds up. And once you start tracking your steps, it becomes addictive. You start competing with your yesterday self. Over time, it's not just your health that changes, it's your identity. You become that person who values movement, who wakes up clear-headed, who doesn't rely on energy drinks to survive the day. Even your social life improves. Walking with friends or family strengthens relationships and gives you time away from screens and stress. So yeah, walking 10,000 steps a day won't make you a superhero overnight, but it will make you the healthiest, calmest, and most focused version of yourself that you've ever met. So tomorrow, before you open your phone or check your messages, put on your shoes and take that first step, because that one step, that's the start of your comeback story. It's funny, the solution we've all been searching for was never in a bottle, a gadget, or a supplement. It was just a walk away from stress, a walk away from anxiety, a walk toward a life that feels alive again, because every step is proof you haven't given up on yourself yet. So, if you're that person who keeps saying, I'll start tomorrow, let this be your sign. You don't need to run a marathon. You don't even need to hit 10,000 on day one. You just need to start 2,000, 3,000, whatever feels doable, because one small step today beats 0 steps and 100 excuses tomorrow. If this video gave you that little spark to move, don't let it fade. Hit subscribe, drop a comment with your daily step goal, and let's build a community that moves together. Because walking may start alone, but you never have to walk this journey by yourself. Take a deep breath, stand up, and start walking, not just for your health, but for the person you're becoming with every single step.